Alrighty, The Legend of Korra Season 4, Episode 10. Last episode, arguably my favorite of the whole show, definitely my favorite of Season 4 thus far. Korra's interaction with Zahir was absolutely perfect. I couldn't have written it any better myself, and I just love that it's Zahir of all people that helps Korra deal with her inner demons about Zahir himself. And it looks like Korra might be all the way back now. She's in the spirit world, she's in the avatar state. It's gonna be epic from here on out. Slowly paying attention to a bunch of other little things as well, like Opal and Bolin's relationship, Asami and Varric teaming up here in Republic City. I'm assuming Asami's father Hiroshi as well, and Opal Lin and Bolin have just gone off to rescue Sue and the rest of their family. We'll see what happens there. They are going behind the scenes, so we'll see if there's any repercussions for this or if it goes poorly. But Kuvira's still harvesting spirit vines. She's gonna build the weapon. We've got all the big minds together in Republic City. Korra's back. We'll see what happens. Like and subscribe. Check out the Patreon for early access and uncut watch-along versions of all of these Korra reactions if you're interested. And with all that being said, enjoy the video. Chapter 10, Operation BEIFONG. Oh, you already know what time it is. Damn, look, and the domes are down.
All right, let's do this. Saving the BEIFONGs and saving our love. Because I vow to
You, zip it, now. Had enough of your babble on the ride in.
Yo, why was their bison looking like that, though?
We'll have to go in for a closer look.
Don't bother. All the prisoners have been
Oh,
moved.
shit!
Hey, Chief.
That's Mom.
Hey, Chief. You were only up to my waist the last time we were together.
Oh,
Oh, man. I can't.
oh, Bolin loves Toph, that's right.
You're my hero. My name is Bolin. I'm dating your granddaughter. I mean, kind of.
He's fanboying so
What's
hard.
up with him?
He's an actor.
True.
Bolin used to work for Kuvira.
How did you end up dating the kind of dipstick who works for Kuvira?
We're working through that.
It's not his silver tongue, I can tell you that.
Please tell me this attitude isn't hereditary.
Hey, yo.
Grandma, this is Juicy.
And
Oh,
I thought Appa
okay,
was
I
smelly.
see.
And once he
Ew.
chooses you, you can't change. Believe me, I checked.
Oh, damn.
What have you two geniuses come up with to fend off Kuvira?
It's a flying mecha suit! Asami got the idea from watching dragonfly hummingbirds.
Ooh. Wait, those look awesome.
It doesn't have a spirit ray. I'm telling you what I told Kuvira. That technology should not be used.
I need spirit vine weapons, and I need them now.
No,
You're supposed to be the bridge between the two worlds. Why can't you harvest the vines?
I won't do that.
This president guy, man.
Since the spirits love Republic City so much, I can convince them to help us defend it somehow.
Maybe while we should be evacuating the ordinary citizens so that if Kuvira attacks, they won't be hurt.
That's actually a good idea.
Okay, woo.
Nice job in there. I'm proud of you. You're starting to act like the kind of king I'd like to work for.
Thanks. And if Korra buys this man of the people thing, I still might get to date her.
No. No, you will not.
All right, everybody. Let's test the power core.
This looks kind of cool, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy, but looks epic.
Julie, initialize phase 1.
It's not quite the same as do the thing, is it?
There's a problem with the condenser. It's backing up.
Shut it down.
I can't. The override isn't working.
Oh, shit.
Come on, Batar. It's too late.
Bro knew what to do.
This channeling ring was cracked. That's what caused the reaction to overload.
I'm surprised you came to save Sue. I thought you guys didn't get along.
Sue
Well,
and I finally worked out our old grievances.
Glad we can put all that behind us.
and that's the theme, isn't it? Yeah, well, Toph's not been around. I'm so happy the BEIFONGs are all going to be together, but it still seems there's a bit of work to do between them. Oh, Toph's in the action, man, and she's doing things.
That's one big thing.
Dude, it really is huge, isn't it?
I
Classic.
think I know where they are.
Someone's coming. Hide.
It's her. Feeling the cinematography a bit in this episode.
You've been working on this the entire time, Julie.
There are bound to be some bugs to work out.
But you're doing everything you can to fix those, correct?
Of course, Your Eminence.
She's lying.
Ah! And that's all I needed to know. Julie is still with us. She's been doing a thing.
I didn't come to fight with Kuvira or destroy a cannon. I'm here to save
I think
my
Julie
family.
might be taking care of that herself.
Kuvira wants every single one of her people to see the weapon test tomorrow.
She loves a display. A display, excuse me.
Good thinking, Bolin.
Thanks. Kinda have a headache now.
God bless him.
Excuse me, Spirit? Can I talk to you? And you're gone.
Ain't no way the spirits are ghosting Korra.
Just like all the other spirits.
Interesting. Maybe something's
They're
happening.
abandoning the city.
Oh. Oh, do they know it's all about to go down?
I used to have an academy to train metal bending. Even blockheads like you can figure it out with the right instruction.
Yeah, you're a real sensitive instructor.
God.
Maybe you do have some talent.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
can't believe you think I'm talented.
Yeah, she's real encouraging.
Oh, come on.
So here's something I've always been curious about. Who's Lynn's dad?
He was a guy named Kanto. Nice man, but it didn't really work out between us.
Okay.
And okay.
He was not Sue?
Just say what you have to say and let's get it over with.
Just get it over with? Yeah, let's not linger on the fact that I grew up without a dad.
Here we go.
I forgave you for all your garbage a long time ago, and Sue and I worked things out. You're the only one who wants to hold on to this family drama nonsense for the rest of your life.
Bolin.
And not knowing my dad is nonsense to you? It was pretty important to me.
Agreed.
And until now, you would never even discuss it. Maybe I should try to reach out to Mom. But now that we're together again, I remember why we stopped talking. Once we save Sue, you and I are finished.
If that's your decision and it makes you happy, then fine.
Now there's more there for sure, and I'd love to talk about it too. I've been waiting for something like this to come up. Look at this thing, man.
They're going to blow up that empty town we flew over yesterday.
Hey, yo.
You're clear to go.
Yeah, that's crazy.
We'll get you out one at a time. Come on.
Oh, I love the stealthiness of all of this. I appreciate that.
What's wrong?
Probably something minor. The distributor pin is gone. I swear I locked it in place yesterday. It could cause it to explode.
One little pin. Yeah.
What do you know about
I'm sure. I'm not surprised by this. Why would she have it on her? She must have just taken it out. Uh-oh.
You swore your loyalty to me, and I gave you a chance at greatness.
You're a monster. I regret nothing.
Uh-huh.
Chain her up in the target town.
Oh, shit. No. This is not allowed. I'm so hyped that Julie was never betraying us. Uh-oh. Oh, we almost got there. The bigger door. Clutch. Gotta love a slow-mo. There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice.
Vera caught Julie and threw her in the town.
What? No, I have to go save her.
Yeah, you do.
Can't go in there, kid. It's suicide.
We've been through too much together. I can't leave her. Toph, you said Julie was lying about fixing the cannon.
For all you know, she could just have been covering her butt because she made a mistake.
No, Julie doesn't make mistakes.
Facts.
You guys get out of here. I have to go with Bolin.
Yep.
Could be our best chance to stop Kuvira.
Now it's
Maybe
just the
take out that
BEIFONGs.
weapon.
If you all want to get yourselves captured again or worse, that's your business. I'm through.
Okay.
So, how have you been, Mother?
I told you never to call me that.
Mother-in-law. Yeah, we in there. We near the portal. I recognize this area.
We don't get involved with human wars.
As the Avatar, I'm hoping that you will come to my aid to save the new world we all share.
What you want is exactly what Kuvira wants. To use spirits as a weapon in a human war. The answer is no.
Wait!
That's valid, I think.
If spirits and humans are gonna live together, we have to work with each other!
Ooh. Makes me wonder if we're heading to an eventuality where we close the portals again? I don't know. Or maybe it's simply just the message of this is a human war. Uh-oh.
Opal? No! We have to stop the test!
Hey, yo. Let's go. Jesus, mate. It went straight through. Oh, this is sick. Make their own cover and everything. Oh, shit. Oh, this is good, though. Like Master and Apprentice. Hey! Damn, Sue can move. This is a good sequence, man. And Sue had control, now Kuvira has control. That was a fantastic sequence. But we were always outnumbered. Toph? Toph? It's got Toph written all over it, man. The goat. Oh, I got chills from that. And we got Julie.
You give metal benders a bad name.
Talk it, Toph. Good job, Julie. I appreciate your work.
Look, I know I wasn't a great mother.
Correct.
But one way or another, I ended up with 2 great kids.
Okay.
If you can just find some way not to hate me, maybe that's enough.
Me too.
I'll take it. No, I'll take it.
My fighting days are over. Don't tell Korra, but my back is killing me now. At some point, you gotta leave it to the kids.
Nah, I like that.
And don't be too hard on Bolin for working with Kuvira. His heart was in the right place.
Good.
I think Bolin has worked his way out of the polar bear doghouse.
Yay. Everyone feels better now.
Kuvira is going to attack in 2 weeks.
All right, here we go. Another good episode, man. What, 3 more to go? We're getting a lot of things out of the way now. We've dealt with the BEIFONG situation completely, I think. We've dealt with Bolin and Opal. Julie's on her way back now. And it seems like the spirits are out of the fight as well. We're really getting set up now for an epic finale. Alrighty, I've been looking for a good excuse to really delve into the whole BEIFONG situation. So I'm glad we got a lot of that in this episode. It does seem like it's completely rounded out. And I think my overall opinion of it is, because of the short seasons, I don't think they have a lot of time as they might necessarily have wanted to really explore the specifics of how Lin, Sue, and Toph really feel about everything, because I think it's a really complicated situation, and a lot of people really had a lot of differing opinions on it back in season 3. But I'll talk about that in a little bit once we get there. So Toph just being here at all, that's all I needed. So it seems like she just immediately left the swamp once she realized that Xiaofu was in trouble. She's come here for Sue, and very handy that we've met up with her as well. All the BEIFONGs are together. Operation BEIFONG, I'm about it. I love a good stealth mission as well, and I think they did this one justice. I think it was really well planned out. Some really good sequences in here as well. And they threw a little bit of woo in here as well, you know, making some good statements, you know, wanting to evacuate everyone. And I enjoy Marco saying, look, he's turning into someone he could potentially enjoy working for. It's a pretty obvious arc they set up there at the beginning, with Marco just absolutely hating working for Wu. I can understand it. He's still keeping a lot of his personality traits about him, but he did make a good decision here. But I do really enjoy Varric especially sticking to his guns about not using the spirit vines for weapons, and Korra, of course, backing that notion as well. I think that's really good. This president guy, he's been all over the shop like since he's been introduced, man. He just wants weapons. He just wants to be able to fight back, but we're about trying to do this the right way. And he seemed happy enough with Korra potentially asking the spirits for help, but you know, that interaction Korra did have with that spirit in the spirit world, it seems like the spirits are out of this, and it makes a lot of sense. Like this is a human war. The whole Unalaq and Vatu situation was very, very different to this. But it did make me think, like I said during the episode, like, I wonder if this leads to an eventuality where we close up the gates again. I don't think that's what will happen. It's just where my mind took me in that specific moment. And Julie never betrayed us. I had a feeling. She was way too smart, man. We know how loyal she is to Varric. It did make a lot of sense though, like Varric doesn't always treat her that well, but I'm sure the separation is going to make Varric appreciate Julie a lot more. I'm really curious to see what their first interaction is going to be like after being separated. I think Varric might resent Julie for a little bit, but I'm hoping he can come around to the fact that Julie was doing this to, you know, try and disrupt Kuvira. And I love that. All Toph had to say was she was lying. Perfect. Julie's the one that's been messing with the weapon. I love it. And some really great sequences around these fights. Sue versus Kuvira was really, really well done. I like that Sue had the upper hand to begin with, and then Kuvira ended up throwing Sue off the train or whatever they were on. It's a good fight because Sue is the one effectively who took Kuvira in and trained her and essentially kind of made her into what she is, if you will. And I like that Kuvira is the one to eventually throw Sue off. It could be symbolic in a way of, you know, Kuvira is the one who's in charge here now, running the situation. And again, it's really nice seeing Toph just working with her daughters and extended family. But it was Lin and Toph's discussion. Like, Lin is just throwing shade at Toph throughout the whole discussion. And real quick, shout outs to Bolin for just absolutely fanboying over Toph. Very, very much in his character. And he did mention in season 3 that Toph was his hero, so I enjoyed that they got to meet. And I think their interactions went exactly as they were supposed to. So it seems like, my understanding is that this was the first time that Lin heard anything about her father. Hope I'm not misinterpreting that, but his name was Kanto. And it didn't work out, but they had a kid together, so... And then I thought Bolin was going to ask about Sue's father as well, but I think he decided against it. But it's an interesting interaction because understandably, Lin is really upset about the fact that she didn't know her father and that whole father figure was absent in her life. That's completely up to her to feel that way, and it's completely fine. Like, she can absolutely feel that way. But you can see Toph and Sue, I think, share some similar views here. They just want to move on from all of this because it has been so many years, and that I can understand a little bit. And Lin is definitely the one that's holding on to all of this, but I really do not blame her. Like, she's been hurt physically through all of this family stuff. She's been hurt mentally. She's felt like she's missed out on so much. So I'm glad she got the chance to speak up to Toph about that. And you can see in that moment Toph's facial expressions. She was clearly really upset. And this was something I was waiting to draw attention to because I was sure something like this was going to come up. When you look at the whole Lin and Sue situation in season 3, like, you can argue like who's in the right, who's in the wrong between Sue and Lin. What about Toph? I'm so glad Toph acknowledged that she wasn't a great mother at the end of the episode, because she wasn't. She had 2 daughters with 2 separate fathers, both of whom were absent in their lives, and she gave them complete freedom. So of course Sue is going to turn out the way she did, acting up for attention, and Lin, you know, trying to get Toph's attention, became the police chief as well. So I don't blame Sue or Lin for how they turned out or how they acted as kids, like in those flashbacks we saw in season 3, at all. I put that on Toph. But all of that is what led Toph to have to make the decision to take Sue away, because if she ended up in prison like the police chief's daughter in prison, Sue would not have a good time in there. So she's got her daughter out of there. Lin obviously doesn't like that because Sue's just been acting up and causing trouble. Don't blame Lin there at all. But Sue getting that break is what led to her creating Zaofu, creating this really incredible place and life. She's made some mistakes. She's acknowledged them. She's worked things out with Toph. I'm really happy about that with Sue and Toph. Lin, on the other hand, now yes, she's the one who's holding on to a lot of these things for so long. Again, I don't blame her. It took Lin a while to get to a place with Sue where she could move on and accept what's happened. I think that's a big theme of this season as well with Korra, and it was the same here. I'm glad Lin got to have these conversations with Toph, get it all off of her chest, and Toph's gone, okay, I understand where you're coming from. I was not a good mother. I'm at the end of my life, so for me, it would be enough if you could just find it somewhere within you to not hate me, and we've all worked it out. Like I said, I think all of this probably needed a lot more depth for everyone to feel okay about everything that happened. But with the resources they had, I think they've done a good enough job of it, and I'm happy where the BEIFONGs have ended up. Like, they're all able to forgive each other and move on. It was a messy situation. But at the end of the day, I think Toph is the reason the kids turned out the way they did, and that's why all those things happened in the past. And then it's on them later as adults to forgive each other and work everything out. And I think it got to where it needed to. Pretty big tangent there, but it's stuff I enjoy talking about. But we got to where we needed to be. So glad Toph was in the show. I wonder if we see her again. I actually don't think so. I think all the BEIFONG stuff is resolved. And now Kuvira is going to attack in 2 weeks. So Julie's got the information for us as well. She's stalled Kuvira with the weapon. Hard to even say if Kuvira can actually use the weapon now. It seems like it's operational though, right? So the damage might be done, but we know when Kuvira is going to attack. So perhaps that's reason enough for the president to kind of or maybe even the Fire Nation as well, to kind of go back on what they were saying and get on the offensive. But we might also stay on the defensive knowing that Kuvira is going to attack. Reminds me of the Day of Black Sun a lot, with all this information about who knows what about when people are going to attack. But we will see about all that. Opal and Bolin are back together. One of those things I think they were getting out of the way to pave way for the finale episodes. Very happy about that. You knew it was an eventuality. They're so good together. I like the way they went about it though. Bolin had hurt Opal unintentionally. I'm glad. Was it Toph that said this? No, it was Zhu Li. Oh, that's so big of Zhu Li to say to Opal that Bolin's heart was in the right place, because that's absolutely true. He just got caught up in a crazy situation. I don't blame either of them, but they got to where they needed to be. I'm very happy about it. Such a small amount of Korra this episode as well. She was there at the meeting and then in the spirit world as well, and that's crazy after coming off last episode. That's one of my favorite episodes with Korra in it. So 2 weeks. So I really think that the actual finale episodes of these shows tend to be the big epic fight, so we might have a little bit of build up before that. I don't know, maybe it goes for over a couple episodes. We'll see, man. I expect a couple more character arcs and little things to get wrapped up here. Asami's father comes to mind. I'm not gonna lie, I miss Tenzin in this season. I want Tenzin to really get involved here. Seeing the Fire Lord, Izumi, was that her name? Cat's going crazy, I'm so sorry. But seeing her involved made me think, we're gonna see Zuko again, maybe? I don't know, there's a lot that's still gonna happen. It's gonna be really good. So thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And as always, please continue to leave your comments and feedback down below. You know I always appreciate it. We'll see you all in the next episode of The Legend of Korra.